Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to the channel. My name is wAFF and today we're going to be watching another gameplay trailer of Black Myth Wukong. This game in such a short space of time has turned so many heads. Like everyone's been talking about this every single time there's a reveal trailer or anything that comes out about this. There's so many people that watch it and jump onto this. It looks incredible. It just looks like it'll probably be one of the best games. I think if this actually really does eventually get released, which I think it is going to be, it has to be. I feel like it's going to be one of the games that are just masterpieces because it just looks so good. It really looks like they've nailed every aspect of it: the graphics, the gameplay, the fighting styles, the combat, just everything about it, the world, the music. They've done such a sick job of everything that I've seen so far, and everybody's head's been blown off about how good this looks, that I feel like this is going to be a masterpiece when and if it does come out. So there's a new 12-minute gameplay reveal, which is showcasing the graphics and the Unreal 5 engine. So let's take a look at this and watch this together, and hopefully it'll blow our heads off, and then we can talk about it at the end. Everything you see was captured in real time and work in progress. It doesn't represent the final.
我在许多奇怪的梦里见过你们，你们因缘际会走到一起，怀着各不相同的目的。你欲成前人未竟之业，修功德圆满；你执着后世传颂之名，求位列仙班。你想跳出三界之外，图个清净自
Graphics, that
在。
looks so good.
还有你无所挂碍，吃顿饱饭便善哉善哉。
God, no way, he's playing the
酷
guitar.
啊，早就看穿了你们，满嘴的情怀大义，一心的世俗名利，唱
Music
什么命不由天，却笃信自己才是天命之选。
No. He's having a good time, wasn't he?
可悲的取经人呐、只要心中还有放不下的偶像，终有一天，他将化为修行路上无解的业障。
Who's this guy? Whoa, sick! See what I mean? There's just loads of stuff like that we've seen already, where he just transforms from all these different things, and that was a sick transformation. I forgot that he can become, the Monkey King can become like all these different creatures. He can transform into anything, which we've seen bits of that in the previous gameplay. Sick. I just love his character design. Like, what a sick character. Monkey God is absolutely solid. Who is this? The detail of the snow looks amazing. Well, the detail of all of it looks so good. Sick. Did he like accidentally hit him then? Was he dying anyway, or what happened? No? I like the fact you just left him. Nah, I'm not fighting you. Can't even bothered. Oh my god, I'm too good for that. Everything, all the detail of this level looks really, really cool. Oh shit. I love how there's all these different boss fights that we've already got to see. What happened then? It just... Oh, that is sick. See how like the snow like sort of moved? So good. I've said this many times before whilst watching this game. I feel like it's going to be quite difficult. Maybe, I don't know. It looks... It reminds me like Demon Souls. It just reminds me of Demon Souls a bit. Just love all the different things that he can do with his staff and all the different fighting styles and combat moves. Oh, nice. Easily not be able to make that dodge then. How do you even know?
吃斋念佛，诵经打坐，又有几个真的心如止水、清净无畏？你看看，这大风大雪的，还要这么拼命，一定也是为了那个玩意儿。你来之前，我算
What's
过
this
一
guy?
你猜猜，
That parrot's got a human head and a sock on his head.
有财无命。
What is it?
既要送死，也不来。
What the hell? So weird.
小西天土地在此恭迎天命人。
That is a weird, weird creature. Looks like my dad with wings. See, this is probably where you can be you can transform into different creatures and different animals. And I imagine this is when you can transform into a bat, which would be sick. If you could fly about the map. What is going on? Look at all of this. No way, are we fighting that? So good. It's gotta be solid, it's gotta be so hard. How could you win against something like that? This is so cool though, I love it. This is gonna be such a sick game. This is so cool. Dead. I'll be dead playing this straight away, I know I will. The animations of every creature and character is just so good. Everything's so smooth. The graphics are just so good. And I like the fact, I really like, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh shit, they killed him. Look at that. It's so good. Well hauled. Lighting is so cool. Everything's just so epic. What's going on? That is wicked. It's how he put himself up on his pole then. Like staff. What? That was sick. So much is happening. I love it.
还记得盂兰会上，世尊说过，众生之苦，多因不守戒律，放情纵欲。要我说，放屁！
What is this now?
杀生、仇恨，
Look at all these different enemies.
骨头大，强弱如我。
So good.
不邪淫，一
What
切
is that?
有情皆孽，不妄语，梦幻堂。
Wow.
不禅酒，又不长落无常。
Whoa.
不甘乐，
I can't believe how many enemies there are. Like different types of enemies.
不贪眠，无
Sick.
不得解脱。无纵欲，诸行了无生趣。
My God. Wow. I need this game. I need it. I need it. But don't be too hard. I want to be able to play the game and get right through. What's going on here? Are they like Buddhas or something?
既见未来，为何不拜？
Yeah. So good. Oh, is there anything else? Yeah. What's he running away from? For Wukong to be running away.
轮回，就别想再轻易涅槃。
问路在何方？路在脚下。
What is that? Like a bell or something? I don't even have a clue what that is.
在脚下。
Wow. Wow. Oh, God. There's just so much that happened there. There's so many... This game feels like it has literally everything that you would want to have in a game. First thing I want to say is that, well, it looks like it's very similar sort of game style to what I think of when I think of Demon Souls. It seems very similar. It's very different, but the way that it plays, it feels like Demon Souls. And the fact that you come across and face to face with all these different enemies who are like, it feels like everybody, there's like all these different boss fights, and they're all massive. They're all huge enemies. They're all big creatures and whatever, and they all look really challenging. It looks like you're gonna have to be pretty good at the game to be able to get through this game. You know, you've got to be quick at the dodging. You've got to be able to. You've got to be really, really good when you're fighting these people. Otherwise, it seems like you'll get killed straight away. Like Demon Souls, I can't play Demon Souls. I just can't do it. I can't play Demon Souls. I can't play Sekiro. I can't play Bloodborne. Any of these games from Software just they're too difficult for me. I don't know why, because I'm good at pretty much every other game. I just can't play these types of games. So it does worry me a tiny bit, because I feel like games like Demon Souls and stuff like that have done such a good job of creating, well, as being games. Everybody loves them. The wicked, massive franchises, people love that style of game. Then you have things like Jedi Fallen Order that kind of took a lot of inspiration from things like Demon Souls. So there are games that are coming about that's kind of taking the core gameplay elements from like Demon Souls or Bloodborne, Sekiro or whatever, and they're implementing that into like new games, which I think is a really cool thing, because Jedi Fallen Order felt like that, but it was a lot more easier and user-friendly. I could play that, I completed it, and I loved it. I thought it was sick. This game, Black Myth Wukong, feels like it is like a cross between Demon Souls and, let's say, Jedi Fallen Order and Sekiro, and that's not a bad thing, but for me, it does make me worried, because I don't know if I'll be able to get through this game if it's as difficult as it is in Demon Souls, but fingers crossed, I will be able to do it, because I really, really want to be able to play this game and actually get right through it, because it looks like the most incredible story. I'd love to know more and more and more about Wukong. I've learned a lot more since I did the first video. I've had a lot of people comment on my first video and correct me with some of my mistakes. I realized that it's a Chinese myth, not a Japanese myth. And that was my mistake that I made at the beginning, because I didn't really know anything about Wukong. Now I do, and everything I've learned so much is just so fascinating about Wukong. Like the whole myth, the whole mythological character, just the world that he's from, and just how many different things he can transform into, and all of his different powers are really, honestly, so interesting. And I feel like I would love to play a game that really takes you through his storyline, makes you learn more about Wukong, because he's such a sick character. I mean, look at him. He looks like the most nails hardest monkey guy ever. And he's just got so many different fight moves, so many different things he can transform into. He can turn into different animals like this. Like we got to see here where, it's a bat, but it doesn't show you him transform into the bat from the bat. But that's definitely Wukong, because in a previous trailer, it showed you him as... Now, I'm going to say Hornet, but it wasn't a Hornet. I can't remember what it was. I said Hornet last time because I didn't know what it was. I just said it, and people started going, it's not a Hornet, it's fucking something else. Anyway, he transformed from an insect into Wukong, so I'm pretty sure that that's Wukong as a bat. And the fact you're going to be able to travel around this world and this game as all different creatures. You can fly as a bat, or you might be able to be like a little insect, or I don't know, all these different possibilities that I'm sure we'll be able to explore that we've already seen some anyway, but it just feels like there's going to be so much variety to this game. All the enemies that we've got to see just in this trailer alone, and there's another 3 or 2 trailers before this that showcases loads of new enemies and different boss fights. They're all so different, they're all so varied, they've all got a different fighting style, they've all got different ways to fight you and different environments. Like there's so much that we've already seen in this game that if I feel like it's gonna just blow everybody's mind. It's just so good. Look at it. There's parts of this that does remind me a bit of God of War 4, because you get to come across these huge giant boss fights and enemies like huge dragons. And I remember playing God of War and being like, whoa, we're fighting this dragon. This dragon is massive. It's like the size of a mountain, but we're fighting it. And I was like, how are we going to beat it? And obviously you beat it, and the way that the game, like sort of how cinematic it is when you're fighting these enemies, just really keep me immersed so much. I love it, and I just love the fact that we can go up against these huge enemies, massive. And here we're fighting dragons. That huge bear, that massive bear, like that is such a sick enemy itself. And that's probably just one thing you come across as you're going through the world. There's never mind all the rest of it. Like we've seen probably like 10 different big enemy boss fights then. And they might not even be the big boss fights. They might just be things you come across in the world. It kind of feels like that because there's just so many of them. Unless this game's like 5,000 hours long and you just come across these massive boss fights every 1,000th hour. You know what I mean? There's just so much of it. And I just feel like it's just going to be such an enjoyable, fun game. The graphics are amazing. Obviously, this has to be for next gen when it comes out, because the graphics are just too good to be on last gen. So, I mean, I'll be buzzing with that. I've got PlayStation 5. If it comes out on PlayStation 5, I am getting this straight away. And I'm going to do a recording of it because it's just so good. And I can't wait to get it. My friends are so buzzing for this. My friend loves Demon Souls. And this is, like I said, looks just like it, but way better. And you're a monkey. That bit where he's fighting the dragon and he sort of pushes himself up on his staff, like really high, just so he doesn't get electrocuted. Like, that move itself, like, I've not even seen you be able to do that in any of the gameplay trailers, and suddenly now you can do that. There's so many different things you can do with your character, different fight styles and combat styles, and just all these different moves that you can do. It's really, really, really impressive. Like, this studio who's made this, I don't know if you've made anything else before, but this is, like, really, really, really impressive. I hope that it comes out sometime in the near future and we don't have to wait for too long. But, you know, I'm all about just waiting for a game until it's actually ready. I want all games to come out completely ready and finished. And it feels like this game's got so much attention to detail. It will be. This game's going to come out when it needs to come out. And I'm happy to wait here patiently. I'm sure that there was many of these characters in this trailer and all the rest of the trailers that we've seen that actually are mythological characters. I'm sure that, you know, in Chinese mythology, these characters are known. There's probably characters in there that they've just created out of nowhere, just their own imagination, but, like, I'm sure a lot of these are mythological characters as well, which, I mean, if you're Chinese and this is, like, part of your culture and you get to play a game like this, this looks so good, and you've got all your mythological creatures and characters, and you obviously being Chinese and you've been brought up with this mythology in your life and the story that of Wukong, I can imagine this will be just such an exciting game to be looking forward to. I'm excited for Chinese people to play this game because I imagine it would be so enjoyable to be able to play through this game with such a beloved, well-known mythological character, Wukong, and you're playing through such an incredible game with an amazing storyline, which I imagine it will have, and you're coming up against all these different mythological enemies and characters that you get to fight against, or your story plays out with them, and I don't know, it's just, it will be such an enjoyable, exciting thing to play through. I'm excited, I'm not Chinese, and I don't really know anything about Wukong, so you can only imagine what Chinese people are going to think. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can say on this right now. I just can't wait to play it. Please let me know what you guys think. Do you think this game looks good? Are you going to be playing it? Do you know anything about Wukong? Like, please let me know down below. I'd love to learn more about him. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you did enjoy this video, then please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up. And also, if you want to stay updated with my content, then please hit the subscribe button. That will be amazing. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time on wAFFwORLD.